anything harsh. But, you know, this fellow has been scamming people for a really long time. The fellow's name is Crows1176. That's his YouTube channel. He sells different forms of screen paint mixes. I've been telling you that I've been making gray mixes way before he ever existed or the other ones ever existed, and we know exactly what's in the paint. We've had his paint here quite a few times. Even the real legit products, we had him here when he was doing things on a somewhat honest level, trying to back his products. But as he realized we were able to make his products very easily when they came over here, and that's when he started basically committing these frauds where he was basically not shipping over the products because, again, he got caught a few times when we had his actual real product here. I mean, actual product. There was a point that Crow did actually ship us over the real thing. We have the videos to back it up. I'm going to be linking stuff all day today. So anyway, after seeing the test that we were doing, he didn't like the test because he did give us a list of rules. We had to have an ambient light controlled environment. We had to use certain projectors. And I'm like, no, we're not doing this. We are going to basically do it on our level. You're going to compare yourself to us. You're going to be in a fully lit environment. You're going to have 720p projectors way back. This is what you're going to go through. And this ticked him off, made him angry. So this is where he started doing the shipping us over items that weren't so, because he knew he couldn't back them up and we could make them because, again, I have a history of making great screen paints from way back. So this fellow finally got super exposed. He was already exposed already when we were just giving him challenges, because when we got the network gray over here, as I said before, I started thinking that after seeing the black and white demonstration, how far would these guys go of basically trying to save 17 bucks, because you need $17 for the black and white paint if you're gonna be making this stuff. It's usually like $23 for bare over here, and you get $17 a quart to make the shade in their product. But how far would they go to basically just buying everyday grade paint, putting nothing in it and saying, hey, this is our product? So this is where we came into the network Gray 773. It wasn't a choice that I picked out. Sherwin Williams is the one that actually picked out the color for me, because I said I just need a gray screen paint, and they had a whole bunch of different colors, and they said, what about network Gray 773? And I was like, okay, I'll take that one right there. So when I got it here, and in the demonstration, you can go to the blacklist, you can see all the videos. When I popped it open, the first thing I said, this is not good. Because a person who has been developing gray screen paints way before these guys, I know there's a certain tone to look for, and that paint has that tone, which makes it extremely lethal to anyone developing a gray screen paint. Because again, most people, even if you do give them the ingredients, some people have no problem mixing it, but you're gonna have other people out there that are afraid they're gonna mess it up. They're gonna make it too dark, gonna make it too light, whatever. This product is so dangerous that if you take it off the shelf, it's a take off the shelf. You don't have to add nothing to it. What makes it extremely dangerous for him is the fact that not only the customer doesn't have to worry about spending all this money for his product, but anybody who's trying to blow his product out of the water can do it easily, because that product matched the base of a network Gray 773 to a product that he claims has all these special capabilities, and it pulls contrast and all this color. This product matched his screen, which means if anybody goes and they add a little bit of something extra to it, they beat this product and some. All right, so let's show you the video here and why we tell you not to buy from this individual. This is one of the videos that we were able to look up. Now, mind you, I told you backstory and all that Crow had contacted us, still never purchased the paint, we're still waiting, just to let you know. But anyway, contacted us on trying to get confirmation of buying paint from us, which we have no problem because we bought a lot of paint from him. Long story short, we just get money put back into our account because he's afraid to ship anything out. He knows it's not gonna work when it gets down here, so we just get money back to our account. Other than that, in that conversation that was recorded, and I guarantee that video probably disappeared all too, like these two disappeared. He goes in and he states that I got you on live. Big deal, no big problem. What do you want? I want confirmation that can I place an order and that you ship it out. Yeah, go ahead. That was 2 months ago. Again, never placed an order. And by the way, when you have time to go into my site and rant and carry on, you can pop over to my marketplace and buy any of the screen paints over there. And we even had a sale at one point, which means you still could have bought it. But he didn't, because he knows the truth. But anyway, let's get back to this. So as we had this conversation, I said, so since I got you on the phone, I asked you a couple of questions real quick. We need you actually, but not questions, requests. We need you to make all 7 of the Digital One Crystal screen paints, which we have posted onto the website, and go to get the ingredients for free, on YouTube Live. They were never made. Did you know that? That was one of the requests. I'm pretty sure the video is going now. Second request, Network Gray 773. Did you do the demonstrations? He said, yes, I did 2 of them. This is where we bumped into this one. So as looking upon for these videos, if we found 2 of these videos, a first and a second, I'm looking at this demonstration, I'm going, did anybody really analyze this video when they were staring at it? Because it's interesting, all the forum sites and every place we post that video with screenshots, everybody said the same thing. What the heck are we looking at here? We didn't put his name in there. We just put down as a fellow on YouTube trying to keep things fair who claims that the product he has here being $80 to $89 versus a gallon of the Sherwin-Williams Network Gray 773 are 2 different products. And everybody said, no, it's not 2 different products. They look exactly the same. What is he talking about? Yeah. So I'm pretty sure he went to friends and family and asked them the same thing, because usually that's what most people do. And I'm pretty sure they all said the same thing. We don't see a difference in there. So he gets on this video. This is the video is missing. He gets on there and he starts talking about the hue and the color and the white levels and all this stuff he goes to talking about, and it's completely different. This is the video that's supposed to back his product of not being in house paint. And he explains, after we've been asking him for at least 6 months to a year to do this demonstration, that his fans finally pressured him. Why would your fans have to pressure you to do something? That's something you should have did the first minute it came to your attention. If anybody comes up and says, oh, your product's black paint, no problem, here we go, video on black paint, black paint, black paint. Are you kidding me? And my stuff is posted all over my website. So we asked him, if you got so much confidence in this video that you did, how about you post this directly to your website on a large video player so everybody can see it? That way we can see that you have enough confidence in the demonstration you just did. But what he does is he never posted the video. The video never shows up on his account at all. It doesn't show up, period. This is how well his product matched. And this is our technology over here. This is the gunmetal that we developed. That's how white paper, and that's Network Gray 773. That's how Network Gray 773 reacts to our screen. This is how Network Gray 773 reacts to his screen. Yeah, it matched. It doesn't match our products. So again, looking for the videos, we found the videos, and again, he basically, in this video, he basically does all this crazy stuff. This one right here is the craziest one you will ever see. Knocking over the camera, coming up with all these crazy stories and lies. It's just all kinds of crazy stuff. He must have knocked him fidget with the camera so many times it wasn't even funny. Even at certain points, taking his body and blocking the camera, taking objects and blocking the camera, and you can clearly see where the P2 projector is 4K laser projector, which works perfectly fine, washed out on the screen along with the house paint, washed out completely. So he's already acknowledged that he's already messed up. He did. He acknowledged the minute the projector came on, he started fidgeting and having all these problems. All right. Now, past that, he's still claiming that his product is not Network Gray 773. So that's why we give him the challenge to post it to your website. When you go to my website, the first video you will see that pops up and starts playing is me showing my product versus black paint. And in that demonstration, just in a couple of minutes, it shows me painting onto the screen using different forms of fabric, even painting the screen multiple times and rewriting on it to show you that our products don't even match black paint. But below that, a little farther down, we have something called a page called the Black versus Black, where there are 4 videos waiting for you, including 30 screenshots down there showing you. And we show this to everybody. Any time we're doing business with the customer, we always show off this so they can see that our product's not black paint, because we know that's going to come up. Do you show these demonstrations to your customers? No, you don't. Did you show this to the church? No, you did not. This is the reason why it was not posted directly to his website, because he doesn't want anyone to see this video. He needs for this video to stay buried in an archive somewhere so no one sees it. All right, so as we're giving him his challenge, we go in and we check his webpage. Of course, video's nowhere to be found. He goes into this huge rant of calling us scammers and whatever, but we don't care about that. Where is your video? Nowhere to be found. All right, so we go back in. I want to send him the actual video, not what we have here. I want to send him the actual video. So I go back in here, I find the title of the actual video, which is the actual title of it right there. And I go in and we search for that video so we can send that to him, because we are having an actual conversation with him on his website as he's ranting and carrying on. We're just basically ignoring him, because that's usually how people react when they get caught. We tried to find the original video. It doesn't pop up. Only one of the videos popped up, and that video used to have a different title. We can't track this video down. It is nowhere to be found. So as the other video pops up, we figured out what he did. He went in and deleted or marked private this video, changed the caption of the second video, and gave it this title. Because this one he doesn't want you to see. This is the one where he's on camera and he's exposed with his face attached to that video. Either way, you're still attached to the video. All right, so we go in, we click on this, we're on the second video, we haven't clicked on it yet. I'm just showing you shots of the video matching. And as you can see, it is matching quite well with his product. And as he realized that we figured out that he went in and changed the original video over to the second video, we go to click on it and the video comes up not there anymore. It has been moved to private. Now, for those who know what private is, on YouTube, the only people that can see that have to be on a certain list. We do private from time to time if we're doing a special screen paint for a company. We're tied to an NDA. Nobody can see what they're working on. Nobody can see what we're working on. So they will send us over videos that are private. We'll send videos that are private to them. And the only people that can see it have to be in a certain list on the private, which your email has to be in there in order for them to be, for you to see the video. That's it. Other than that, if you're not on that list, you can't see it. So again, this is not that kind of video because it was around before it went private. When you do a video like that, and if you try to say, well, company, no. That's bullcrap. The video gets marked private the minute it's logged onto YouTube, so no one can ever see it. This video was floating around for 4 months before basically deciding to go through this. All right, so this is the video right here that you can't find. So we take that title right there and we go hunting. We go looking, because like I said, I wanted to send him over the original video so that way he can see exactly what we need him to post onto the website directly. This is our test right there. We did on network Gray 773 with a $23 gallon of paint. And over here, this is the same demonstration he did that mysteriously went missing, but the video's title ended up under another name of a video that was the second. Let me see if we got it right here. There, that's the actual video, right? That's the second video that bears the exact same name as the first video, and the other one's missing. Let me see. And this is the search we put in right there. That's the search for the video. And as you can see, not there anymore. It is nowhere to be found. When you do a search for a video, it's the first one that pops up. Always the first one that pops up. And it is nowhere to be found. See right here? This is where we did a comparison, because when I saw your paint, the paint you called that was the new Frankenstein or wherever it was, you just changed that in nowhere with no updates, nothing. And mind you, what we ordered, and I keep explaining to people, we ordered the gray, and that's what his Frankenstein was. 5 years ago, it was the same color on the website, but the minute we order it, the paint changes. I looked at the paint and I was like, I've seen this somewhere before. That paint is actually the same shade as the UV mix. And we can make the UV mix, and if we can make the UV mix, we can make your new screen paint with no problem. We know how to make it. but it doesn't match our product because that's the color of our dark technology, our gunmetal. And this is your product, which I was looking for this video. I need to post this onto the blacklist. This is going on a blacklist today. As a matter of fact, hold on for a minute. I need to click on here. No. We'll go back to this because I know exactly where it's at because I need to click this. This is the Frankenstein scam. This is what you got to watch out for. This is pretty messed up. We found some stuff, some videos on him explaining the Frankenstein, claiming the product was ambient light rejection. Now it's not ambient light rejection. He's charging more money for it. But even more disturbing, it matched the UV mix with no problem. They look exactly the same. And we can make this. That means we can make that. And guess what? We made it out of the black and white paint mixture on his website. We put under the black and white paint challenge. Yeah, it's all black and white paint. That's all it is. We made it ourselves. So that's what you're going to have to be careful about. Let me go over here for a minute. You can see right there. Yeah, we made it right there. We made this product. There it is right there. That's the UV mix. And this is a Metallica mix. We made both of them. We're just using $40 worth of paint, and we use his black and white paint video right here on how to make it. That's all. So the UV mix is nothing but black and white paint, and the Frankenstein is nothing but black and white paint. All right, let's get back to where we're at right here, trying to find this product. Now, like I said, anytime you put in, it's just us, we're the only ones showing right here. The only time you put in that video, any type you put in the video, it's the first thing that's going to come up on the search engine anywhere. And you're not showing up at all. As a matter of fact, we'll do it again. This is it right there. This is what we're looking for. Nothing. Somebody's ad popped up and nothing at all, period. That's us. Where's your proof? Where's your video? In the dark with that projector. That's a shame. That is the P2 projector sitting in the dark like that. I don't even know why you bother showing the door open over there if the screen's in mind. Just forget it. That's a whole nother topic I can't get into right now. This guy has so much dirt on him. It's not even funny. I'm going to click on this just for a minute. That's when I was looking at it. I was like, that paint, we've seen this here before. And I'm staring at it. I'm like, I've seen it here before. And that is the UV mix. That is the UV mix that we purchased way back. It is the exact same color as the Frankenstein. It's only off by a little bit, and that's very easy to get around because the UV was 6. It was a reversal. When we do a reversal, we basically take black paint and we drop in 6 tablespoons, about 2 to 6, in order to hit a paint. That one came up, the UV mix came up with 6. We're able to duplicate that one. We're just using his video. So all you're doing with your products is you're just basically mixing in black and white paint, and you're hitting it with the high-end projector in a very dark environment and trying to convince people that they're seeing something more than what they're seeing. You're scamming people. And this is the reason why you delete videos and get caught. And we have these videos on display because it clearly shows that you're in the wrong. Do you see me deleting any videos on black and white demonstrations or any of that? No, you don't. You do not see that at all. Now that's the gunmetal. That's our gunmetal right there. Our gunmetal doesn't match any one of those containers. Mistake that you made, and this is a mistake you made for those who don't know that. This is called the Frankenstein verification. So we know this person has a habit of not being able to send out his product, and he tries all kinds of scammy ways to try to change his product. We did a video before the product got here, and in the video I stated we have to do this because we have to make sure that we're getting the exact same color as we paid for. Now we went back and showed you the Frankenstein from 5 years back. It's the exact same color 5 years ago that it is now on his site. But for some reason, when we go to order it, the color automatically changes. So we did the video as a verification showing you this is what we ordered. course, PayPal also too looked at that. There was also substantial evidence against him, and also showed that he went into his website, which I stated in the video. He was going to go in and manipulate the color pattern or color option to make it look like that is the color of his product, because that's what he lost the last claim by saying that the Cinemax came in black and PayPal came in and saw that he had no other color selection but gray, including the videos also supporting that that's the color that the product came in, and therefore he lost his claim. Now in this one, he tried to be slick. He tried to learn from his mistake, and he tried to change the color at the last minute, but we did a video verifying that no, this is the color that we ordered, this is what's supposed to come in. Now the second mistake he made is he thought he was making a gray screen paint that was going to match the product we had downstairs. Since Crow is not used to being in large sums of light, which we are, the downstairs literally generates so much light that screens appear to be lighter than what they are. And he thought the product that we made was that color. That's why he sent it over, because he was hoping that would be an identical match. It wouldn't have matched because the gunmetal technology we developed is much darker. You don't listen to my demonstrations when I sit there and say the perfect gunmetal is a screen that is near black. Now, another thing you have to watch out when it comes to this individual, why he's so sneaky. He wanted us to open the container. Now, when you open up a container on a paint, that makes it almost near virtually impossible to return, because they can say, and it's stated on there, I don't know, if you opened it, it could be tampered with, you could have put something in it, you could have changed it, you could have poured out some of it and put this back into it. There's a number of claims he could have made. We're not stupid, Jamie. I told you, I've been selling paint before you were even thought of. I know everything there is about the business. So you trying to egg me on by trying to use some kind of reverse psychology by saying, go ahead and open it. You're afraid, you're afraid. I am not 12 years old. I'm a grown freaking man. It doesn't work. Maybe it worked on the playground when you were a child, but it doesn't work in the real world among adults. So what we're seeing is you got filed a not as described. That's what you got hit with, because we clearly had evidence of you sending a product that wasn't what it was. And it clearly shows that you changed that product at the last minute, because there were no promotional demonstrations. They're saying, hey, look, we're going to be changing up the Frankenstein. This is the new color. We're going to show you this and show you that and do some paint on it. There was none at all. See, that's where you messed up. That's how the real world works. Anytime we change anything out or any container, whatever we do, we always advertise on the new change so people get ready for it. You did that at the split second on trying to back your claim. You went through all that to change out the color of your product so that way you can try to not have the real Frankenstein come down here, because you know it wouldn't work. And because of the claim in the verification video, you can never change that paint back to the original form it was. And that really messed you up even bad, because I told you why it's going to mess you up. We know how to make it. If it matched that UV mix container we had under the kitchen sink, we know how to make the UV, which means we can make the Frankenstein too. Yeah, see where you messed up? So what are you going to do? Go switch it back to gray? That's not going to look good. That's going to look pretty bad. Even though you were exposed and you were caught for basically faking and sending a product and manipulating your website to commit fraud, and you switch it back, it even gives us even more evidence to bury you in, to expose you to everybody. But that's the mistake he made. So that's why he was sending me messages like, oh, you're afraid? What am I, like 5 years old? Some go, oh, I'm going to back this up because I'm not afraid. So, no, buddy, no. I'm a grown man. What I ordered, the order that I placed on your website, showing the color in the item, showing the color of the item 5 years back, should have matched exactly what we purchased when it came down here. You had no problem taking my money, then your job was to send me exactly what I ordered. And you changed the product at the last minute, and we have the proof to back it up. And because of that, PayPal saw through your nonsense and you lost your claim. Now, keep in mind for people, so you don't know, if you know this, we never request money back from PayPal. We always request the item, either from Partey or whatever, we always request. It is up to them to send the item or to give us back the money. And they choose to give us back the money because they can't back the product. Yeah, that's where you messed up. So we're going to put this on the blacklist today. See that? That's why your product didn't match yours. That's gunmetal. And if you know anything from the history of gunmetals I've developed, my gunmetals are very, very dark. They are so dark that we literally have to take black screens and lay them against them because people mistaken them for black screens. As a matter of fact, the screen we had in the room, in the theater room, was a gunmetal screen. It was literally so dark, and I had the demonstration we painted it in, that people mistaken it for a black screen. We literally had to take a black screen and lay it against it. Says, no, this is a gunmetal. And what did I say in demonstrations? The perfect gunmetal is a screen that's almost on the edge of black, but not black. That is perfect gunmetal. This is not gunmetal. Your screen paint is gray. It is nowhere in the category of a gunmetal screen. If you look at the black diamonds, if you look at the dragonflies, if you look at all those high performance screens I showed you that are going for $5,000 to $4,000, those screens look black, but they are gunmetal. That is a perfect gunmetal screen. That's why I'm so impressed with the dragonfly, because the dragonfly's gunmetal is freaking amazing. And that's why I want to do the test against it. But that's what a gunmetal will look like. This is not gunmetal, this is gray. So if you take a real 100% gunmetal screen and you stick it against another, you will see which one is the true gunmetal. That is great paint. That is the product he sent over to us. That is the UV mix, that is great paint. And that is easily made by putting in black paint with a couple of tablespoons of, black base with a couple of tablespoons of white paint. That's what that's made out of. That's how you know. They can't make it this dark, because if you put that much black paint into it, the white levels would suffer. The white levels suffered horribly on the UV mix next to Daylight's gunmetal screen. So I couldn't imagine if they tried to make something that dark. All right, so let's get back to these deleted videos, because I'm gonna need this one later on to put onto the blacklist. As a matter of fact, can we put because we've got a whole section there for Frankenstein. Let me see. This is how we made the Frankenstein and all those paints. We made them with that. So we're talking about these deleted videos. We're going back to this. All right, so this is the video we're looking for. That's the video we can't find. Let's go pop back over to YouTube. We're on YouTube on this one. Here we are. I want to go in. Oh, I got it right here. I got it right here. It's right here. Let's click on that again. And again, no video. Go on. Got rid of it. Of course he got rid of it. He had no choice. He has no choice. He had to get rid of the video. You know, he was one of those situations like, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Painting yourself in the corner. He did the demonstration to try to back up his product to Network Gray 773. He went on camera, he went into his rant and talking about this and talking about that and how I'm a liar and this, that, and the other. And we just go, yeah, okay, sure. And then we go to look up your video and it doesn't come up under the title of the video that we have posted to the site. I keep telling you guys, we dub your videos because we know you have a history of when you get caught, you go into the delete process. Like, for instance, Partey, who removed an entire marketplace because he couldn't back up his product to stop us from buying from him. Silent Wake 5, who went on there and called himself exposing our company being this, that, and the other, got busted with fake receipts. And then these two jerkers decided to do a Q&A called Clearing the Air. How do you clear the air with a fake email that doesn't even exist on a Hotmail? So where did you get the paint from? Where did it come from? Several questions we asked Crow. He couldn't answer them because you can't. Just like if you try to get on with a Q&A with this, how are you going to explain this in a Q&A? I'm curious. How would you clear the air with this? I did a demonstration with Network Gray 773. It matched my product. I got on camera. I fiddled with the camera and knocked it over multiple times to try to explain to people that what Mr. Burr was saying was a complete lie. And then the very same videos that you use to try to back up your product to try to expose us as being liars went missing. They're nowhere to be found. They're marked private. And one was actually marked private in the middle of a live stream right there twice. And two times, we had the screen downstairs, I'm sorry, the computer on downstairs. We didn't refresh the page yet. We still had the actual video there before we clicked on it. Twice. What missing? So how do you explain that? And then we even asked them to post this video directly to the website to show everybody, what do you have to hide? Never did it. Look before you leap when you do business with Crow. So now you know that his product, even from his standpoint, is nothing than Network Gray 773. As a matter of fact, Network Gray 773 would be much better because, again, you don't have to mix anything. All you got to do is take it, paint it on your wall, you're done. If you want to add a little upgrade to it, I told you about the half and half, you could do that. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if half the people he claimed to be his friends have now done the half and half and started selling it. But then I don't know how you're going to sell something if I gave out the ingredients for free. But again, they'll figure a way around it. Because keep in mind, all that trash you talked for many, many years, again, all anyone would have to do is get the Network Gray 773 and just add the slightest little thing to it, and they got your screen that fast, that quick. That comes from not doing enough testing. If you did proper testing on your product, as we do, as you see, we do demonstrations against black fabrics and all kinds of stuff we do, you would have been able to see that no matter what anyone throws against your screen, they can't match it. There you go. That's called testing. And you do that in fully lit environments, you do that on low lumen projectors, you do that on high lumen, but you're doing everything. But he doesn't do any of these testing. He just takes the screen, paints it, hits on a high-end projector, sits in the dark, and talks about quality. You don't have any quality in your product at all, period. Your projector has quality, not your screen. That's why you sit in the dark most of the time with that thing. But look at that. Look at that match. Just stare at that. That's a person got on camera and lied on camera trying to tell you that there was a difference between the two products. By you deleting that video or marking it private, by you not posting that to your website, clearly shows that you have acknowledged and accepted that your product matches Network Gray 773, which anyone now can pick up at Sherwin-Williams at $23, depending on where you're at. But I guarantee you that what you tried to add up as in at $40, if it was 4 times 40, it'd be $160 a gallon. I think that's what you were trying to go for. Because again, he doesn't want anybody seeing the videos. So two, because he made some really serious mathematical mistakes. This is why I know at the end of the day, you don't know math too well. You can't measure up the size of a screen, and you definitely don't know how many quarts go into a gallon, which anybody literally should know that. Really, seriously, they teach you that really early in school. You should know that. But to get on there and say that at $40 a quart, and you're talking about 2, 4, you literally had it at 4, 6, 8. I don't have no idea where 8 and 4 got in there. What are you talking about, 80 bucks? No, that would be 2 quarts. It'd be 160. That's what it would be. My goodness. So if you consider the fact that if you charge $80 for your paint at $80 a quart, you consider the fact you're charging a quart, it's not $160, it's not $4 a quart. It depends on what brand you buy. At the end of the day, everybody knows when you buy paint, you can buy white paint that can cost you 17 bucks, or you can buy white paint that can cost you $80. It depends on what brand you buy. Not only what kind of brand you buy, the texture, the paint could have stain blocker, it could have a number of things, and it can jump the price of the paint. So no, I don't see where that's actually possible, because they wouldn't make any money. I'm pretty sure what you have on your receipt is real, but I think you bought the most expensive one or mid-expensive one you could possibly get. That's what you did. But let's not go in there. It's neither here nor there. But yeah, it is here and there. Look at this. So you're gonna see now you understand, Jamie, how this works? You see how this works? Your product, as I've been telling you, when we first did the test demonstrations, matched Network Gray 773. We told you this, right? But no, you saying that you're going to get on camera and do these demonstrations and blah, 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 blah. Even you have acknowledged it. Even you have accepted it because you got rid of your videos. And still, again, you can always post to your website. Go out and buy yourself some more Network Gray 773. I'm pretty sure you got some laying around the house because you couldn't have used all of that. You want to use it on those sample sheets. Do yourself another demonstration and post that directly to your website so everybody can see it. And you wouldn't mind making a copy of that and taking it down to the church, which you should, and showing them the demonstration. And this is why you have to watch out for this guy. Look at that. I got one I'm trying to find where basically the mathematical equation, we know that's gone. That video's not there anymore. Let me see. Let me see. We know that's not there. That's not there anymore, so we can't find that one. That we're not going to be able to find. It's because this video is nowhere to be found. So let's go with this right here. It doesn't make a difference if we chop it up or break it down. The actual video for the actual title is supposed to be there. That's where it's supposed to be. So it's not there. The fact that it's not there, that basically is heavy evidence that he got rid of that. I'll take this right here. I need to come in and knock this out. And I need to put that there. Let's see. Now see, that's us right there. And again, why are you in the dark? I gotta see this right here. This is sad. This is a projector again. I told you, we don't find people to match the promo of this demonstration. So this is what you gotta watch out for. In these demonstrations, notice how dark the environment is? They will put LED lights in the back of the screen, here and here, to give off the illusion that there's a lot of light in the environment. That's what they'll do. That's a P2 projector. That's 3,000 lumens from the screen. And mind you, keep in mind, as you're watching this demonstrations from now on, you can do the same thing with Network Gray 773, the exact same thing. The only reason why his screen looks like that, because he's using the caliber projector. That's why we put out a challenge, a one-year challenge, to swap out those projectors for 720p's. Fully lit environment at all times in the demonstration. They refused to do it. He never did it because they had to rely on that projector. Now, whatever projector he's using in that demonstration is the projector you're going to have to pay for at the end of the day in order to get the same results. That's why in our demonstrations, we use these 720p Chrissies back here because our customers don't have to spend that money. can't stand people who do fake demonstrations. Do you see how demonstrations are supposed to be done? See, I can look outside my window. See that? See how bright my environment is? This is how demonstrations are supposed to be done. That is a black motorized projection screen, completely coated in 38. My projector in the demonstration doesn't cost my customers $3,300. This is a 720p projector. Chrissy, right there. I had a customer just bought one yesterday for $164. So what usually, like I said, unlike with Crow, they'll stick to these high-end projectors, try to make the screen look good. They can't do those demonstrations in fully lit environments. This for those who keep asking us, can you paint motorized projection screens? Yeah, yes you can. We had the promoter came in yesterday and they saw the screen was painted. He was like, you gotta be kidding me. He brought it up, brought it down, brought it up, brought it down. But the same thing we got. We can just go in places and coat over the white screens and be able to display. How are you in the dark trying to show the clarity of your image when your customers, in order to get the same image, number one, is going to spend $3,300 for a projector? Because there's going to be a difference on a gray screen versus a P2 versus any other projector. There's definitely going to be a difference. On our black technology, we can show a 1080p, 4K, whatever. You couldn't tell one from the other. And we got demonstrations to back those up. In fully lit environments with condensed lighting hitting the screen. That would be nice. So why are you sitting in the dark? And I got my window lights on behind me right now. My window lights pushing in, no problem whatsoever. This is how real technology works. And again, as I said before, no calibrating, none of that nonsense. And you're talking about clarity. Again, as I said before, you can do the same thing on the Network Gray 773 because it would do the same thing on the screen paint. And this is why, if you notice when I tell you, when people do demonstrations on these great products, what they will do is they will go in and they will only display bright images. They can't show contrast in a fully lit environment. If they try to do a fully lit environment, they will try to stick to bright colors only because bright colors will fade less. They're still going to fade, but they will fade less than doing black contrast. Where in our technology, we can basically show off our $109 screen that is coated with our technology and blowout certifies included that gray screen paint product. So as of today, your product, Cinemax, and any other screen paint you decide to test on the Network Gray 773 is Network Gray 773. Anytime I take that Network Gray 773 and I put it against my screen, I can honestly say it's Cinemax, because it is. Because you deleted your videos. And the reason why you deleted your videos, the reason why you never posted to your website, because even you know it matches. So I don't know why you're sitting there 9 days ago, or we did it for 9 days ago, so I don't know what you're going to do now. Re-rent something new, you're going to have to. When we're showing you all those demonstrations about that great paint to the environment, that's his product. And if you sit there and say, oh no it's not, then where's your videos? How come you haven't posted this directly to your website back in your products? Where are they? Where did they go? That whole gray screen paint trick. We could do the same thing we could do over here, and we could do it in a fully lit environment. And you're talking about clarity. Please. Lights on. Let me show you something you can't do in your demonstrations. I can show my angle gain, lights over top, and window light pushing in. Alexis, what time is it? 7:33. Oh, let me turn my speakers on because we got our speakers up here. So if you're going to go down the road with a gray screen paint product, you're going to be stuck in the dark with a $3,300 projector. You're going to have to calibrate it because, yeah, his projector is calibrated. You have to. Even if you don't want to, you're going to have to. And this is what you're going to be stuck in. Where we can do this. Now, throughout your demonstration, of course, you probably try to do contrast. It was in the dark. 8K desired nature. Something that we're going to call now Network Gray 7073, as in Network Gray Cinemax 773. That's what we're calling it because, again, match the product. And even you have acknowledged it matched because, again, where's your videos? Nowhere to be found. No, nowhere to be found.
Line in.
This is why when we want to place the order for the Cinemax, that's why we got back black paint. He can't bring the real product down. He knows it's going to happen. It's going to match. And he knew it was going to match the Network Gray 773 because that's what we're going to put it against. So he couldn't have the Cinemax come down here. And that's why the customer was nice enough, after seeing what you did and didn't like what you did, sent down the product to us. And you sat there on the camera, you ranted and carried on how we copied labels and it wasn't your product. All that you went through. Oh, I wish I could find that demonstration. You probably deleted that one too. Ranted and carried on about how we faked the demonstration, how it wasn't real, to how did this end up? How did it end up? With you coming on, run your mouth on camera, knocking things over, running your hand across the screen, doing all kinds of stuff to discourage people from seeing what was going on. And in the end, what happened to your videos? You deleted them or put them in private, or whatever you did with them to make sure that no one else can see them. Which means the entire time we were telling everybody, this guy is scamming you on this product. When you went on there and you told people that your Cinemax could pull a 100% contrast level next to a black screen, you lied. The same demonstration you see here, people, is the same demonstration he did in the dark. This is why every time we display it, we do it in fully lit environments. So again, all that ranting and carrying on about how that wasn't your product. Oh, you know, he faked this and faked that. To come down to you basically accepting that your product is house paint. And not only that, deleting the evidence. He couldn't even post it to his website. No, you can't post that to your website. You know it's going to happen. Somebody look at that and go, huh? No, I'm not buying this. I'll just go to Sherwin and buy this. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's exactly what they were going to do. And because I'm pretty sure your fans or whatever were pressuring you, telling you that put the video up there, back it up. And you wouldn't do it. So what did you do? You go in and you start doing as you usually do, deleting things and changing things. And you thought in your mind that if you went in and deleted that one video, because that video was actually pretty brutal for you, got rid of that and renamed the video under the second one, nobody would notice. We would notice because we had the video. So me trying to send him the original video to where we were talking to him on the website to post this to his website, couldn't find the video. It wasn't coming up. So to make sure, we did a search. We went back in, copied it again, put it downstairs, ran it again. It still didn't come up. The only video that was popping up was the second one. And the second one on YouTube, we all know you can't have two videos with the exact same title because it's considered to be a duplicate video. You have to change it. But it was the exact same title coming up on the same video. Where did the original one go? And then you realize we found out what you did. So what did you do? When we went to go click on the video, it came up marked private. Which means you have fully acknowledged all that nonsense you were talking on camera about having a slight hue, having off-whites, it doesn't match in any way. All that trash you talked on camera. All that trash you talked on camera about how, oh, he faked the labels. That's not the real Cinemax. To be the real Cinemax. Yes. Don't buy his product. Don't go near it. As I said before, he's busted. He's busted. He is busted. Crows1176 is nothing more than a scammer, and he's been scamming people for years on black and white paint. For years. That's why when we had that video you see called the Black and White Paint Challenge, he deleted that video too. Because that's how his products are made. That's why there's no test under his products. If you look at them, there's no test. It's the same thing. Projector, same size screen, dark environment. That's what it is. Same thing. Go buy yourself some Sherwin-Williams. If you're going to go down the road of great paint, just go buy the Sherwin-Williams. Save yourself some money. Saving you hundreds. You were stealing hundreds from your customers. And it is what it is. You stole money from your customers. Went on there, used an overpriced, expensive projector, calibrated it, and said, look, this is the image you're going to get from the screen paint. No, you're not. Because every customer we bump into, we notice that they don't have the same image that you're displaying. Especially that woman who has the demonstration on the plexiglass on top of a rooftop deck. The screen's completely washed out. The fellow who was displaying the projector on the leisure projector, and he was showing Hotel Transylvania. Everybody knows Disney has a habit of basically saturating their movies with lots of color. His curls were completely washed out in that demonstration. Completely washed out. The entire scenery is washed out. No. Your products don't work, man. They never have. Now this is for, your followers at the end of the day, hey. They want to do the, what do you call it, Chevy Chase, what they call national anthem, where he kept getting beaten at the table over and over and over again. And the guy was like, how about this? I'll take you out back, I'll kick you in the private areas, and then I'll take your money. Yeah, that's what he's doing to you guys. Because, again, like I said, I'll give you a second chance to back this up. Do the demonstration again. Do it in a fully lit environment. Don't tamper with the camera. Don't touch it. And I want you to post this directly to your website. And you won't do it because you know that your product matched that house paint. All that whining and complaining for it to come down to this. Just like that whole thing about you lying about painting a 200-inch screen. You know how big the screen is on my wall right now? It's 150 inches. You don't even know what you're doing. My screen in the basement's 180, and it's bigger than the screen you just showed on your video. What you painted was 150 inch. When you do that demonstration again, and you should, for your customers, if you have any left after this, you should go out and go to Amazon, pick up an official 200-inch screen, and don't forget to pick up an official 300-inch screen because he made statements on his site, even though he removed them. But there are statements on your site that you said, and we got it recorded, 2 quarts could paint a 300-inch screen. So, What you need to do is purchase both screens. You have enough room in your area to paint it, not your house, but outside. I was able to paint a 250-inch screen in my basement. So I know you got enough room outside to paint that screen in. If you paint that one, you can paint this one. Lay it down on the ground, put some tarp down so you don't damage your absol, because that stuff will bleed right through, and you go roll that screen in. Don't spray it in, you will roll the screen in, and you will do 2 of those screens. 200-inch and a 300-inch screen. You see my image there? 720p projector. And this guy's sitting in here with a 4K laser projector, ultra short though, sitting right up on top of the screen, and you're sitting in the dark. And I can do this. Also too, my windows sit closer to my screen than yours too on top of that. Let's go to the rest of this real quick. Now from now on, when you look at his videos, you will see Network Gray 773, because it does the exact same thing. And if he sits there and says, oh, it's not the same, well, then ask him, where are the videos? What happened to them? Where did they go? This whole thing is literally in the dark. So this is what he considers to be a well-lit environment. Look at it, he had one little light over top. That's it? That's what you consider to be a well-lit environment? Are you kidding me? Whew. My screen in my visual room is brighter than this. And I got a screen painted to my ceiling in there. Yeah, this is what you do, people. If those of you are going to go out and get gray paint, and this is the route you want to go down, go buy some Network Gray 773. It doesn't make a difference what projector you use, because at the end of the day, you're not going to pick up what this is going to pick up, because again, like I said, he's using a high-end projector. That's what he's doing. The scam he's pulling here is the fact that, again, this is house paint, trying to make it look like it's something more than it's not by using a high-end projector, and that's what he's doing. That's all. Yeah, same thing in the dark as always. Let's get down to here. Oh, and by the way, this is supposed to be 4 weeks ago. So this is supposed to be the 39 Black Widow. How do you have the 39 Black Widow? You didn't purchase any paint from us. So how do you have a 39 Black Widow? We don't have any receipts. Oh, you done opened up a can of worms you should have never opened up. Where did you get a 39 Black Widow from? I'm curious. Where did you buy it from? Because you didn't buy it from us. So let's see if he purchased. He said he purchased this product, right? I want to see it. Because we don't have any receipts by Crow. Not one receipt. There's no orders over here. If he had placed an order, we would have announced it. So where's the 39 Black Widow? Crow, I got a request for receipts. You know that, right? Boy, I tell you, they just bury themselves. We just exposed this guy a few minutes ago on screen paint. We just exposed him a few minutes ago on faking a demonstration on painting a 200-inch screen. We got to come back in, people. We have to request receipts. I want to see the receipts. I want to see the PayPal documents, and we want to see the receipt from the website. Me and him both have the same platform for Wix, so I want to see this. We're coming back in. Sorry, but we got to request these receipts. He claims he has this. We want to see it where you purchased from, because again, as I told you before, you can't say you purchased it from a friend or that from a friend. No, because you fake your demonstrations. You have to purchase directly from me. If you wanted to say you got it from somebody else, then guess what? That's not our product. You have to purchase directly from me. So let's go in and let's see. He said he claimed he ordered this and bought this from us. Let's see. Oh, wait, and this is supposed to be, oh, this is supposed to be our product on fabric. So let's see. We're going to request receipts from Crow today. I need to go in and get the title of that video. We need receipts by today. All right, Fernando Gonzalez, I told you, he doesn't get enough abuse. We'll be back in requesting receipts. Gotta go, and God bless. By the way, like I said, don't buy the paint. Network Gray 773. Videos are deleted off the account. Even he has acknowledged that. So, like I said, look before you leave. Just buy the Network Gray 773 if you're going down that route. But we need to request some receipts. All right, gotta go, and God bless.